Okay, continuing on. Sorry, I realized the videos are getting a little bit too long, and I didn't want to extend a video and kind of lose you in the weeds here. So, okay, so back to this column. Just to be clear, this column here, confirmed paid on original date, you went back to the original file as to when we actually paid out that customer. You found the customer. You confirmed that it clearly says 55 here, so he was paid on it. You changed out the color on this pay file, putting chargeback November 11th. So now you're pretty much done with this file because you have confirmed that, hey, on October 13th, we did pay out for that customer Morgan. So just so it doesn't get too confusing with all these files open, you can close that. But if you're looking at this calendar, remember I told you that this customer called and canceled on the 17th. So quite possibly I may have gotten a phone call or reporting or an email from Town Square saying, hey, you got a customer that called in and canceled. So I may have caught that. So that means if I got a call on the 17th, maybe I was able to do a pay period of on October 20th and cancel out that customer, or I'm sorry, not cancel out, but charge back that customer on EMC. The way you're going to confirm that, which answers this email, have we already charged back this customer, is go back to Google Drive. You're going to put in the 20th. And you're going to find the main file here again. Wait for it to load up. You'll go to EMC here. And EMC, like I said, does a lot of production. So their file's pretty big. There's a lot of stuff here for their file. If you're looking at their file, if you see like more added from October 13th, drops, this is kind of a list of all their chargebacks. And then up above here where it's color-coded is their current sales for October 20th. So what you're going to do is go back over here, Morgan J. Make sure you kind of copy and paste that. You're on the EMC tab. You're on October 27th. You're going to put Command F. Command V, and you're going to look. See how it says 00? It doesn't look like that I've charged him back on October 27th. Maybe I didn't catch it in time. Maybe I didn't get an email right away. It really depends on Morgan. Let's see. Sorry, I've got messages coming back and forth while I'm trying to do this video for you, so I just paused for a second. But we've got the customer names right here. These are all these customers that have been charged back. You usually see CBS, and then anything underneath it is customers that have canceled. And just to be absolutely sure, I may just put in Morgan, because sometimes maybe that email doesn't look exactly the way the name should. But I'm pretty confident that Morgan is not on this October 20th file. So we did not charge back for Morgan on October 20th. Let's double check and see if there's any chargebacks on the 27th. You'll go to EMC. You look for Morgan again. Does not look like Morgan is on here. So that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. That it's just verifying that, hey, you have not charged back. So that means for sure November 11th. Now I'm sure you're going to say, hey, you checked the 20th, the 27th, but how about last week on the 3rd? This week on the November 3rd, we haven't actually completed yet. We're about a week behind because there was a week where we did no production. So don't worry about it. Normally, I would say yes, go and check the November 3rd pay file, but we don't have a November 3rd pay file simply because we did not do any production for that particular sales week, and so we don't have a pay file for these guys. Okay, so you will go back over here, and then your chargeback is done. And then that is pretty much what you're going to be doing for each and every customer. It seems like a lot because I know you're like, oh wow, that's a lot of customers to double check on. Once you get in the rhythm of doing it though, it gets a lot easier and a lot faster. I can probably knock out this file within an hour. New people that are just getting the hang of it, obviously depends how fast your computer is pulling up all these tabs and reviewing, we'll probably knock it out in about 2 hours. I like to do it in steps to make it easier. So the first step is to sort it by agent code. Second step is to put in the call center. And then the third step is to find out and confirm that they were paid out on that customer. And then the last step, which is the most tedious, time-consuming one, is to go back and open all these old pay files and double check and see that that customer was not already charged back on. Now, let's say it was already charged back. You would just simply say yes, no chargeback. And some of the people that have helped me out before would say, hey, yes, we've charged back that customer. We're not going to charge them back this week, and they were actually charged back on the November 27th pay period. So I also even know the date that the date of the pay period that we charged back on. I do like having that on there because it does help just stay a little bit more organized. But other than that, that is the start of doing chargebacks. I'm going to actually have you work on this on Thursday. I believe you said you were available this Thursday morning, so this is going to be the start of your first file to work on. Resident looks very similar to this. Do I have that open? Let me open that up for you. Resident looks very similar to this. You'll actually see cancel date, except I think their agent codes are over here. Is it all the way? Yes, their agent codes are in the back. So that's how you're going to find agent codes. And so those two files are the files that you're going to be working on Thursday morning and Thursday night. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call and I will walk you through any of it.